What's up guys, it's Anchored Up here. Welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail video. In today's Honkai Star Rail video, I want to talk about the issues that I have with Honkai Star Rail as someone who's been playing since the game launched as a free-to-play player. And I have a lot of different things that I would like to say, starting off with Simulated Universe. Now, Simulated Universe, guys, Simulated Universe, my issues with Simulated Universe are mostly going to be fixed with the upcoming update where they're going to be adding the new Simulated Universe mode that makes this game mode a lot less of a tedious mode to grind. But number one issue is this mode here and the amount of time sink that you have to commit to each week to doing this. It doesn't take an insanely long time, but it's time that isn't necessary to be spending doing it. So when you're actually doing the Simulated Universe, you could be doing other content that you need to get done. And yeah, I just think that genuinely, like, at the end of the day, they can easily continue to refine this system, and I believe that they're going to fix a lot of this in the upcoming update. Or is it 2.4? It's 2.3 or 2.4 that this feature is going to be implemented that will hopefully help to fix that issue. But yeah, Acheron does help with this though. If you have Acheron, then it really does help you. It really does help you get through this a lot faster. But I can't imagine doing this as like at all without Acheron. Acheron, like, seriously, is a godsend for doing Simulated Universe. Like, it really is. The issue stems from the fact that the events feel like they are becoming very, very much Yap Fest, and you are overly required to hear dialogue that is unnecessary just to bloat out and pad out Hoyoverses gameplay time on their servers. Now, I have actually completed this event already, but this event, guys, this editing event and the drink making one before, they were super uninspired to me and really uninteresting. Now, the idea of them could have been cool, but the execution especially with the dialogue bloat with this and this, like, event, like, I actually like, and the drink making one, sorry, and these feel like just too bloat festy. I actually like the museum one. I know that one also people thought was a bit of a Yap Fest, but that's my opinion on these. I think that they could easily cut down and condense the dialogue and fix that up and make it actually more fun. As well as, I want to talk about these events here. These events here are so lazy, guys. I actually think they are a pathetic way of introducing a character, in my personal opinion. I actually really think that they really need to, like, did this exact same thing with Silverwolf, if anyone remembers, and I think it's very lazy, in my personal opinion. I think it's just a padding event, and you can complete it all within, like, a day or so if you guys just do it every 4 hours. But you guys, this is so boring, and it's such a lame way of introducing Boot Hill as a character, because Boot Hill's coming out in 2 weeks basically, and this event is not a hype way to promote Boot Hill coming out as a character. Additional side thing I forgot to mention in that whole event segment is the special events that require you to do the web events. I do wish that they were built into the game, so you didn't have to go to an external web browser to do this. I understand that this is to bring traction to their website page and stuff, and to bring up traffic on the website. However, I think that it could be implemented into the game, so it makes the ecosystem more stabilized. And I actually agree with the exact same thing for the Hoyoverse app, which it's required that you get extra rewards for logging in. And the rewards are very pitiful on that. I do think they should be higher. However, I know Hoyoverse will not add more rewards. So yeah, just wanted to add that in. Actually, this stems on from the events thing, but I felt in 2.2 in particular of the story, I did feel, and in other sections of the story I felt this too, but particularly in 2.2, guys, I felt that in the story mode, spoiler alert if you haven't played the story, by the way, but there was too much yapping about certain characters that just didn't really stick and resonate in the story. Like, there's certain characters I just don't think, like that whole segment about the funeral, the little gravestone and us mourning the guy. I get it was for to build up to the next part of the story. However, I felt like the dialogue in that storyline could have been condensed and packed in a little bit more in a few sentences rather than being stretched out unnecessarily. Don't get me wrong, there was some sick dialogue, but there was also some really cringe one-liners. I heard, like, wake from our dreams, guys. That was too cringe for me. I could not deal with that. And also, I do think that they need to invest more into... And Hoyoverses makes a lot of money from their games, whether it's Genshin or Honkai or Zenless Zone Zero or Tales of Femis or Honkai Impact Third. They make enough money that they should be making these cutscenes longer. These cutscenes are like 5 to 10 seconds max, and they look really cool, but you get cut off right before some really cool action happens, or like you don't get to see something because it just cuts it off, or it's like you only get to see it for 5 seconds, so the cutscene's meaningless and it lacks value because you only get to see it for like 5 seconds, and it has less of an impact on you than it would do if you had a bit longer in the cutscene to get immersed in the cutscene. Something else that I really want them to work on and improve is relic loadouts, because there is a way to do relic loadouts kind of at the moment with the recommended gear and stuff. However, I think that this system could be refined so you could have it so you could select certain relics or certain artifacts and put them as a set that you can use for a specific character. So let's say I wanted to switch those boots with another set of boots for Acheron, then I could easily do that. And if I wanted to completely switch this set for maybe, I don't know, Adventurine, for instance, I could easily switch it to being a one that synergizes mainly probably with DoD. And then even if a lot of them aren't like necessarily the best options, I'd like the option to have more loadouts available so that you can actually like give characters, like, even if you're not running a full 4-piece, or you're running a 2-piece, or you're running a rainbow set, or whatever you're doing with your characters, then at least you can have the option to switch and match the relics and in between. So then you can actually allow for players to switch up their relics without having to manually finding the relics every single time. Because sometimes, guys, I'm going to be honest, when I'm searching for relics for my characters, like, I just do not know what I'm looking for, and then I end up scrolling through everyone else's artifacts, and I'm like, oh no, I forget which one's which. It's actually insane. But that's that's another thing I really don't like about this game, is relic loadouts also need a fix. It's not my biggest issue, but I think that it could be worked on and improved so that they can actually allow people to have more relic loadouts like that they can personally tailor to themselves and pick out in their own little menu, so they can actually just quickly do it themselves without having to manually go through and be looking like, oh, I need break effect, or oh, I need more crit damage, crit ray for this character. I think that would really help, and it would make it a lot easier. This is again another minor little nitpick, but I do feel a lot of the side missions dash like little random little things you have to do are quite lackluster and quite boring and lack any kind of intrigue to them, in my personal opinion. Some of the companion quests are really good, like some of the companion missions are really good, but like these adventure missions and general side missions, just really, to be honest with you, aren't that inspired to me, and I don't really like a lot of the mini games. Some of the mini games are all right. Like, I like the Atrium Alley and the Museum, as I said, even though they're basically the same thing. And I know a lot of people don't like those, and it kind of is a bit, like, divisive. But I like those. I actually didn't even like a lot of the events in Penacony, like the minigame events. Like, I actually didn't like a lot of them. Some of them I did like, but I didn't like some of them, like the editing one and the drink making. I didn't really like that. And the honey one I also didn't really like. I thought I was kind of a bit boring after like 2 or 3 times of doing it. But that's just my personal opinion. If you guys enjoy these modes, then you guys can definitely go ahead and do it. I do feel like the daily mission is very pointless when you can easily just get 500 points. But if you want 5,000 credits, I guess it's good. But that's just my opinion on the side missions. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys have any other issues that you guys can think of in Honkai Star Rail, then let me know down below in your opinions. I will hopefully be trying to make some Wandering Waves content soon, guys. So if you guys do like Wandering Waves, let me know down in the comments below if you would like me to make content on that, and I would love to do that, because I am really hyped to play Wandering Waves. I will also be playing Wandering Waves completely free to play, so I can give you guys an account overview of how I'm doing as a free-to-play over after like a week, or like even whilst I'm playing, and show you guys some shorts of me with my pulls and see what I get from my first beginner banner on it. I think it'll be really fun. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, let me know down below your thoughts and leave your personal like issues with the game. Or you can leave some positives. If you disagree with me, I'd love to hear from you. Why or why not do you agree with me or disagree with me? And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.